Hi guys, and welcome to a channel update video. I know it's been a while since I've done one, but this one has to be done. I have a lot to talk about, and I'll try not to make this too long, but just please bear with me. So, the channel has been changing a hell of a lot since I first started. I started out doing base videos initially back in, what was it, I think 2012, 2013, the base covers. Also started uploading the Rocksmith not battle reports, music videos. I still have them on the channel, and uploaded various other things as well over the years. I then started to take YouTube seriously, and I deleted some of those videos. I deleted a fair few actually, and the channel's gone from strength to strength since then. I've mainly had to rely on what I can personally see that works. As much as I would love to join the trend, as it were, I can't, or I rather haven't been able to for the most part. And the reason is because, as a wargamer, I've never been in a position to splash out and go, alright, you know what, let's go and get a lot of Death Guard stuff, or in 40k, or let's go and pick up an entire British army for bolt action or whatever. In video games, I've never been able to turn around and say, you know what, let's do a 30, 40, 50, 60 part series on Warhammer Total War, or XCOM, or Mordheim, or anything, whatever, you know, the newest games and stuff like that. Because I don't have the money to go and buy a decent rig to do that. So, in that sense, I've been kind of limited to what I have and what I can do. So, being able to do what I have been doing so far, kind of been to some degree some luck. I've had to use my own initiative, get feedback as much as possible, and that was certainly in the early days, that was quite hard. Because how can you get feedback on things at work if no one knows you're around? That's just the reality of it. So, up until now, when I started doing the 40k battle reports, especially, and the bolt action ones, I've been able to see what works, what doesn't work, and things like that. So, with 2017 ending a few weeks ago, 2018 now, I think, I decided to give the channel a really good push. And by that I mean I've been including various things from one system to another, so it's more organised. There's a lot behind the scenes I'm still working on. I've also now decided to really start including the patrons and the supporters in what I do. So, for 40k, if you saw the Escalation League Game 1 against Tyranids and the Orcs versus Blood Ravens battle report I put up the other day, you'll see I included patrons in that. That is, I think, for me, I think that's a really good thing to do. I've had some good feedback on that from various friends and whatnot. So I'd be interested to see what you guys think of that sort of idea. That will be limited to patrons only. And there's also friendly leagues and so on and so forth for 40k that I'm doing within the patron system. And just so on and so forth, things like that. So, with that in mind, I'm kind of in a good position to turn and say, yay, things are working. Now, the main reason why I'm doing this video is because the channel has had to become secondary to what I really want to do, which is actually do the channel and music full time, you know. But if you've been looking around on YouTube, it wouldn't have been hard to find out that a lot of YouTubers have been up in arms over the latest changes to the YouTube YouTube partner program. And essentially, what the original system was when YouTube very first started was there was no guidelines, and you had to keep on growing and growing your channel up until silly that subscribers, like thousands and thousands and thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, whatever. And then and only then was YouTube able to turn around and say, if they even cared enough to go, you know what, put some ads on your channel, we'll pay you. Then that changed, and it changed a few more times until the system that we still currently have for, I think, the next 20 days, or 25 days, 26 days, whatever. And that is, if your channel has 10,000 or more views for the entire lifetime, then you have the right to put ads on your videos, which is what I've been doing, much to my annoyance, because I hate the ads myself. I'm so sorry I've had to do that. Excuse me. I've been feeling guilty about it ever since I first started doing it, but it's been a way for me to be able to help reinvest in the channel. And to some degree, I'm glad the changes are happening. I'm not going to lie, because it now means, for me personally, I won't feel guilty, or rather, I'll feel less guilty. But we're going to change in a moment. So, with the changes, it means now that these will come into effect on the 20th of February. And what will happen is that in the eligibility for all channels to have ads on their channels, rather, will change. Currently, with the changes now implemented, if you started a brand new YouTube channel, you cannot put ads on it until you have 4,000 hours of watch time and I believe 1,000 subscribers. 4,000 hours doesn't sound a lot, except when it really comes down to it, it boils down to 240,000 minutes, which is year on year. So while the changes are being chucked in for existing YouTube channels on the 20th of February, those already hit the brand new channels. So if you start one straight away after you watch this video, then you won't get the ads at all until you hit that benchmark. What it does mean, however, for a lot of the existing YouTube channels like mine and some of the others that are going around, is that the channels will be demonetized by YouTube just like that. It's that simple, clean, cut, done. No more ads until you hit the 240,000 minute benchmark and have 1,000 subscribers. If you don't have both requirements met, that's it. You don't get monetized. Now, YouTube have already stated why they're doing it, which I'll get onto in a minute, but they have turned around and said that just because you don't have 1,000 subscribers or that kind of watch time doesn't mean you're not providing value for money to the channel, the company. So if you've got a channel that is actually really helpful, for argument's sake, talking about the latest cancer research techniques or something of that nature, then you might be allowed to have adverts put on your channel. I'm just throwing that out there because I know it's cancer research techniques and all that is a important thing, but that's just my own thought. Nothing to do with YouTube on that. So essentially this means that a lot of channels will be losing revenue. Now, I've already seen a couple of posts of a couple of channels where they've been hitting $90 per month in revenue, and with the changes, they'll be losing that. And that's, to be honest, I suppose, on one hand, a fair bit of cash each year. On the other, it's one of those. Because I'm in the UK, I'm running this in pounds sterling, which comes out as, £60 per month in order for me to get a payout from YouTube. That's just it. Now, I'm nowhere near that, and I know it, so in that sense, the changes aren't affecting me too much. Whereas channels where they're hitting 90 US dollars or £59 something every month. So, with that being said, some channels are being hit quite hard by it, others not so much, just for myself. In some cases, I've seen channels will be completely demonetized, and it'll mean they have to shut down. And they've been really good supporters in daily stuff like tech channel reviews, child product stuff, things like that, where these are things that you should know, so then capitalist companies can't screw you over. These are things for me that should not be hit at all. But that's just my thoughts. So you're thinking, okay, how the hell does this apply to me and you? Well, it applies to both of us, because for me, while I'm nowhere near the 1,000 subscribers or the 4,000 hours watch time, excuse me, not by any measure, what the changes mean is that the adverts for you, that you guys see at home, will no longer exist. So in that sense, what I said earlier, I will feel a hell of a lot less guilty for doing the adverts, basically making you guys suffer. It does mean, however, that what little money was coming in through AdSense, I cannot now reinvest back into the channel. I'm not going to lie. Ever since I started doing the videos, without the monetization, coffee is not going away. I've picked up less than a tenner, and that's purely in ad revenue. That's just it. And by that, it's £10 sterling, euros, probably looking at hell, $5. No. About $20. It's about right, from what I can remember. So yeah, so less than $20, US dollars, by the way. So, God, excuse me, guys. So, essentially, I'm not being hit too hard. So, in the whole grand scheme of things, this change does not really affect me. Now, the change that does affect me, and as a unfortunate byproduct of that, it also affects you as a viewer. I have to adult. I would love to play games all day long and play music all day long. Unfortunately, real life says no. So I've had to go and pick up a new job, which I love it. I did my first shift yesterday, and Jesus Christ, I'm fucking knackered. But I love it. It's a great job. In my contract, I can't say what job it is, but if you know me in person, you know exactly what kind of job I'm doing. So it means that because I have random hours, it's a pro rata thing, I cannot turn around and say what time or what even day a video will be coming out. So all I do know is that every Tuesday I have booked off, at least rather every Tuesday night. So usually there's going to be a battle report coming out. Some weeks there probably won't be, depending on what's going on, but most of the time there will be. So that'll be a thing. On top of that, excuse me, the changes for the channel is that other than battle reports, which will mainly be on a regular basis, everything else will be irregular. It's that simple. Next week I'm doing 30 hours. Next week it could be doing 12 hours, whatever. I don't know until I receive the weekly hour rota thing. So it means that while I'm getting a regular income in the sense of I know I'm going to have some money incoming because I have a minimum fixed hour contract. It does mean, however, that some weeks I'll be able to get content out completely, others probably not. There's one guy I know he's doing 50 odd hours, and he's like, dear God, excuse me. Yeah, he must not have a life at all, outside work. But fair dues to the guy, for doing that kind of mad hours. So yeah, it's it's one of those. It does mean, however, that I can start buying new models, investing into new armies, scenery, things like that. So in turn, it does mean that the channel will start getting nice new cool things going on. Oh God, this coke's going through me. Now, while that will take some time, because obviously, as all things, bills have to be paid first. You guys can also, if you choose to, the whole Patreon system is purely voluntary. That's it, I've never once turned around and said you must or you should feel like subscribing to it. No. It's one of those, if you want to pledge to the channel, that is entirely your choice. And if you do, fucking great. I love you. If not, you're still fucking amazing for actually watching what I do. I am not a big YouTuber. I am one person doing all of this. Everything I do on the channel is done by me. I record the episodes, I edit them, I rehearse everything so much. There's so much I do, and a lot of it gets taken out at the end before I put it all together. Because a lot of it is also cues and all the rest of it. Cues I have going on, and things like that. It's a lot of work, and while I'm not looking for financial reparations, I think is the word, financial payback from someone else, what I am after, more than anything, is just people to turn around and say, you know what, Adam, you work hard, I love your shit, I love your content, because I could have billion subscribers, whatever, just like PewDiePie, or rather, is his channel still going? Probably not, don't know. Or top YouTubers, good, great, whatever. Doesn't mean shit to me. But what does mean shit to me is when people turn around and say, you know what, Adam, here's a like, comment in the comment box, great video, enjoyed it. A few pointers here, a few pointers there, whatever. That I like, that I enjoy, because that means so much more than just a random shit. Like, oh, no, the thousands of subscribers, like, that doesn't mean anything to me. It's like, oh yeah, what do you fucking do? But having that actual engagement between me and you means so much more to me, and that's why I do what I do, because I figured I might as well record the games that I'm playing anyway and share them with you, so then you can also enjoy them as well. That's why I do them. So, because the Patreon system is there, what it does allow is for you to pledge as little as $1 a month, which is in the UK terms, 70p, 70-ish something p. For that, you get entered into basically a friendly Patreon-only league, which lasts for the entire year. At the end of 2018, I'll announce the winners, and there'll be perhaps prizes depending on how well it goes, which I'll buy off my own back. I'll ship them off my own back, the lot, so the winner doesn't have to pay anything. There'll be a first, second, and third thing if all of this works out. But so far I'm extending that to only to Space Hulk, Ascension, and 40k. If it works out, then I'll probably expand it to Bolt Action as well, Frostgrave, Rogue Stars, whatever. Just depends. All patrons are eligible to join in, no matter what pledge level. Could be $1, $15, $20, whatever. The whole point is that you guys will all have the basic stuff that I can provide, as it were, alongside having exclusive stuff for you. Now, I will do a full in-depth video on the Patreon thing much later on, but the Patreon pledges will always be updated. Any major changes, then I will do an actual video for patrons only to alert you. You also get access to a patron only group as well on Facebook. You can interact with other patrons and whatnot. You'll also get to join in the battle reports. I had a friend of mine, Dolph. He wanted to be an orc captain in like the Flash Kits unit for 40k. Mate Denny, he's also a supporter. The patron thing, he wanted like a war boss on a bike or something. Both of them are Terminators in Space Hulk Ascension. Space Hulk. So it's a lot of fun. We have a joke around, swap tips, ideas, all sorts. So it's really a lot of fun. And that money that you graciously provide to the channel will be reinvested. It's a non-profit thing. It's that simple. I'm not going to lie. First thing I will be getting my hands on with money from this new job is going to be a camera, proper video camera. All the battle reports I've been doing, I've been on my phone. It's sufficient, but that's about it. It's functional, nothing more. I'm not happy with it, but there we go. So a proper video camera to do it. So that will mean high quality videos in the sense of you'll be able to see things a hell of a lot better on your mobile device, tablet, phone, laptop, computer, MacBook, whatever. After that, see where we go. But that's the main core thing. So basically, to summarise, basically to summarise, it literally is the changes to YouTube have forced me to do this video a hell of a lot sooner than I really wanted to, but I had to get this done. I know I'm late to the party on it all, but it's one of those. So yes, everything that is not battle report based will be irregular. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about that. Battle reports should be twice a month, if not 3 times a month. Some of those will be patron only. So if you see things, so some battle reports series where it's like episode 1, 2, 3, miss 1, 5, 6, 10. The missing ones will be patron only. It's my way in also saying, guys, not only are you being so fucking awesome and pledging your hard-earned money to me and the cause and what I'm doing with the wargaming industry and so on and so forth, the whole battle reports thing, yada yada. This is something specially for you and you only. That'll be something I will be doing. It won't just be 40k, it'll be bolt action. I'll try and get into Rogue Stars as well. I'm looking at that still. I had fun on the demo game. That certainly will be a thing, hopefully. Frostgrave as well. That'll be a thing. Drop Fleet Commander as well. Yeah, that needs to be coming back as well. So I'll see what I can do with those. But patrons will be eligible for all of that. They'll be having all sorts of cool shit going on as well. So the whole idea is that the patron system will be always delivering more than you actually put into it. So it's not just a case of, oh, I'll have your money and then scoot. Not at all. No. It'll always be a case of, you put £1 in, you get £2 back, sort of thing, in entertainment quality, as best as I can. And that'll always remain so. Has been ever since I started it, and it'll always remain that. That is not going to change. It could be £3 back every pound you put in, £4 back, whatever. But you'll always get more hours that you put in. That is the core essence of why I'm doing it. So if you managed to make it to this long, thank you very much. I know it's been a bit of a long video, but it had to be done. The changes to Patreon, YouTube, they're not the end of the world for small YouTubers. A lot of people have been taking them out of context and going, oh, they're pushing us off. No. It just means that what YouTube defines as bad actors, being those who spent their fucking head in a microwave, cunts, and those who shot themselves because to test something like a Kevlar body armor or something. Fucking idiot. I don't know. This is the thing. I mean, look, I'm not gonna. I know it's dumb. You know. Yes, that's the dead guy we're talking about, but no, guys, just don't dick about with firearms. Fuck's sake, you know. And I probably would assume this firearm thing was probably in the US, but you know, it's one of those. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for watching. Like this episode, then please hit like, please hit subscribe. It really does help me out to raise the channel, because YouTube has also changed its analytics as well. And the more likes videos get, the higher up in the search thing they go now. So more likes the better. Yeah. Cheers, guys.